You may recall I made a video titled 10 Things Nintendo Want You to Forget About Pokemon. It was a video that delved into controversies that Pokemon has had to deal with over the years. If you guys want to watch that video, if you missed it, you can click the link on screen right here, or you can click the link in the description down below if you missed it and you want to watch it. I bring that video up because I guess this video is the spiritual successor to that video. This video is going to delve into the 6 most controversial Pokemon of all time and what they've done to receive that shameful accolade. 500 likes would be really appreciated on this video for my next video to be uploaded within the next day or two. I'm trying to upload a lot more consistently for you guys, and I guess that just helps when my morale is a bit low, when I need a little bit of motivation. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this little list of the Hall of Shame. The first Pokemon that makes it onto this list is Kadabra. In November of 2000, Uri Geller, a fairly popular magician at the time, tried to sue Nintendo for 60 million over Kadabra. Now, Kadabra's Japanese name is Young Geller, which is a corrupted version of Uri Geller. It just replaces a Japanese character for another Japanese character. And Uri Geller tried to sue Nintendo because Kadabra has psychic abilities and carries a bent spoon. Uri Geller was fairly popular for being able to bend spoons with his mind at the time. Geller also claimed that the star on Kadabra's forehead and the lightning patterns on its abdomen are symbolisms popular with the Waffen SS of Nazi Germany. He is quoted as saying, "Nintendo turned me into an evil, occult Pokemon character. Nintendo stole my identity by using my name and my signature image." Uri Geller subsequently lost the court case. Now, interestingly enough, Kadabra has not been featured in the Pokemon trading card game since 2003, ever since this court case ended. Most likely in an attempt not to provoke Uri Geller from trying to sue them again. Kadabra has also not made any appearances in the Pokemon anime since episode 420, except for a small cameo in the opening of Kyurem vs. the Swords of Justice. Due to Kadabra not actually appearing in a trading card game since 2003, they've made Abra cards that directly evolve into Alakazam, which is a very strange way of, I don't know, solving this little problem Nintendo have had. All in all, very unjust, very strange controversy surrounding Kadabra, but controversy nonetheless. Next up on our list of the most controversial Pokemon of all time is Registeel. In European versions of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Registeel's sprite was edited because of its arms. Its original arm position was reminiscent to a neo-Nazi salute. In Pokemon Platinum and subsequent Generation 4 games, the sprite was changed for all the regions, for North America, for Japan, for the entirety of Europe. And while I think it's a very weak accusation to say that Nintendo were deliberately aiming for Registeel to be reminiscent of a Nazi, I do question why this neo-Nazi salute was used at all, if the possibility of offence was recognised even in the slightest. In my personal opinion, it was a weak accusation, but I can sort of understand it, I guess. Next up is Jinx, and I can imagine that every single one of you guys out there understands the story behind Jinx. Jinx's face was originally coloured a solid black colour, and after its appearance in Holiday Hijinks, there was a ton of criticism towards Nintendo, claiming that Jinx was a negative racial stereotype of African Americans. To make an intensely long story short, these complaints caused many repercussions in the Pokemon franchise. Sprites of Jinx in the Western release of Pokemon Gold, Silver and Crystal were changed to change its face to a purple colour. Scenes depicting Jinx in its original design in the cartoon were completely cut from the dub, and Jinx's design was officially revised by Game Freak to be purple rather than black. Next up is Ludicolo. This is the weakest kind of controversy on this list. This is racism. You probably have to be racist to notice. So Ludicolo apparently is a character that negatively portrays Hispanics. The name Ludicolo is supposedly derived from the words ludicrous and possibly loco, which is Spanish slang for crazy. And his outfit is apparently close enough to stereotypical that it can be considered insensitive. In my personal opinion, this is racist people looking for a reason to be upset. And I just don't understand the controversy behind this one. But there you go. Number 5 on this list is Tentacruel. Episode 19 of the Pokemon cartoon, titled Tentacruel and Tentacruel, was removed from the rotation after the tragic September 11th terrorist attacks in 2001, which left 3,000 people dead, because this cartoon featured Tentacruel attacking a city, and censors noted similarities between the 9/11 attacks and what Tentacruel was doing in this episode. The character Nastina was also using military-style weapons during the fight scenes in the episode, and all in all, it was just a horrifically timed coincidence. Strangely enough, a scene from this episode, Tentacruel striking a building, was not removed from the video of the opening theme music. All in all, this episode had no malicious intent towards anyone. It was just very unfortunately timed, and yeah. Last but most certainly not least on our list of the most controversial Pokemon in existence is a Pokemon you're all probably expecting, Polygon. Polygon makes this list because of its one and only appearance in the Pokemon cartoon. Its only appearance was in episode 38. This episode caused more than 600 children to be transferred to hospitals because of seizure-like symptoms they reported, due to a flashing strobe effect which was aired during the episode. This episode was therefore banned and never aired again anywhere in the world, and Polygon and its evolutions have never ever been featured in the cartoon ever since. All of this is despite the fact that Pikachu was the one that actually caused this strobe-like effect, so the blame should go on Pikachu, but it didn't. I hope you guys enjoyed this list of the most controversial Pokemon in Pokemon history. If you did, a like would be really appreciated on this video if you want to see more videos like this. And let me know in the comments what kind of videos you guys want to see, what kind of top 10 lists you want to see and stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. Again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any more of my future Pokemon related videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.